Hello, everybody. Welcome to iExamB's Legal Beat. This is Amrita, your law faculty here at iExamB. Embrace the iExamB learning experience with us. And if you are preparing for any competitive examinations after law, then you're at the right place. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel LegalBee. On LegalBee, we keep on providing you various videos that are helpful in your preparation for examinations, and also not only content but strategic preparation videos we keep on uploading at LegalBee. iExamB provides you online courses for various exams like SEBI Grade A Legal Officer exam, RBI Grade B Legal Officer exam, IBPS SO Law Officer, IBPS RRB Law Officer, etc. So you can check out the courses of all these examinations. इनके आप डेमो एक्टिवेट करके देख सकते हैं on www.iexamb.com. Write to us an email on hello@iexamb.com, or you can call us on this number 9205524028 in case of any queries. Download our app for 50% faster job preparation. 300 most important MCQs. I have been discussing some friends many days, and I have uploaded 14 parts of the same. Today I am uploading the last part of the series, that is the 15th part, in which I am going to discuss the last set of questions out of the 300 MCQ series, in which I have covered all the remaining questions. This is the last video in which I will cover the remaining 20 questions from Consumer Protection Act. Who amongst the following is a consumer? Goods free of charge? Who avails services free of charge? Who obtains goods for resale or for any commercial purposes? First option should be who avails the goods free of charge. Who avails services for any commercial purposes? None of the above. So what they are asking you over here, who amongst the following is a consumer? Correct answer is E, none of the above. All of these people are not coming under the definition of a consumer. Section 2, Clause 7 of Consumer Protection Act says consumer is any person who buys goods or avails any service for consideration, and includes any user except for the person who has availed such services or goods for the purpose of resale or commercial use. Those people also are not a consumer. Who is a consumer? Who gives some consideration for that. But these options are covering all those people who are taking the goods and services free of charge, or they are taking it for any commercial purposes or resale purposes. So that is not coming under the definition of a consumer. Therefore, the answer is none of the above. What is full form of CCPA under the Consumer Protection Act 2019? Central Consumer Protection Authority, Comprehensive Consumer Protection Authority, City Consumer Protection Authority, Consumer Complaints Protection Authority, none of the above. So the full form of CCPA is Central Consumer Protection Authority. This was established to regulate matters involving violation of consumer rights, misleading or false advertisements, unfair trade practices, and enforcement of consumer rights. So the central government will appoint the members of CCPA for this purpose. Authority will consist of a chief commissioner along with other such prescribed members. I would suggest you to go for all the authorities that are covered under Consumer Protection Act with their exclusive purposes, composition, and if they are forums, then their jurisdiction. All these things are very important from Consumer Protection Act. Concept of unfair contract is defined under which section of Consumer Protection Act 2019? Unfair contract is defined under section 2 clause 46. This word added in the 2019 legislation. This is also a very important concept. What is unfair contract? Product liability has been introduced under Law of Consumer Protection by which act? 1986, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2021 bill. Product liability is also important concept. It was added in the 2019 legislation, and entire chapter is dealing with product liability. Product liability action can be taken against manufacturer also and seller also. Remember this is important area. E-complaint under Consumer Protection Act are registered and addressed to District Collector, Central Consumer Protection Authority, Regional Office Commissioner, B and C both, all of the above. So e-complaint covered under Consumer Protection Act is registered and addressed to whom? All of the above. Section 17 of the Act deals with this. All these authorities are covered here. When consumer disputes are coming before a district consumer forum, when these disputes are coming before a district consumer forum, it can refer the dispute for dash mediation, filing before state commission, compromise before the reference court, for settlement out of court. No reference can be made. A, mediation is the correct answer. Mediation has been added, and mediation is a very trending concept of ADR, which has been exclusively added in Consumer Protection Act. So this is also an important area. What is the penalty for making false and misleading advertisements as per Consumer Protection Act 2019? Simple imprisonment up to 3 months, imprisonment or penalty up to 10 lakh rupees, imprisonment or penalty up to 20 lakh rupees, penalty up to 1 crore rupees. So the penalty for making false and misleading advertisements is, correct answer is C, imprisonment or penalty up to 10 lakh rupees. Under section 21 clause 4 of the Act, any person who publishes a false and misleading advertisement may be punished with imprisonment or a penalty that may extend to 10 lakh rupees. Which of the following is not a right of a consumer? The right to be protected against the marketing of goods, products or services which are hazardous to life and property. Right to be informed about quality, quantity, potency, purity, standard and price of goods, products or services as the case may be, so as to protect the consumer against unfair trade practices. Right to be assured wherever possible access to a variety of goods, products or services at competitive prices. Right to be heard and to be assured that consumers' interests will receive due consideration at appropriate fora. None of the above. Which of the following is not a right of a consumer has been asked? Correct answer is E, none of the above, because all of these are the rights of consumers. Be very careful, learn all these rights of consumers. 6 main rights are covered in the Act. These are the consumer rights. All these 6 rights you have to study. What is the limitation period for filing a consumer complaint for defect in goods or deficiency in services? 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 1 year, 6 months. Now for this we have a specification given in the Act itself. Consumer Protection Act 69 section covers this. 2 years is the limitation period. 2 years from the date on which the cause of action has arisen. So correct answer is A. An appeal shall be preferred before dash against the order of National Commission within 30 days. Division Bench of National Commission, Supreme Court, Central Government, both B or C, any of the above. So an appeal shall be preferred before whom? Before dash against the order of National Commission within 30 days. Now they can give you this and they may ask you this by putting a dash over here as well. Within 30 days the appeal can be preferred. This also you have to remember. And against the National Commission's order where the appeal can be preferred, that also you have to remember. Correct answer is Supreme Court. Section 67 of the Consumer Protection Act 2019 covers this. All these things, the jurisdiction and the appeal, where the appeal has to be filed against the decision of which body, that also you have to study properly. If the product does not conform to the express warranty, compensation shall be claimed against product manager, product seller, product service provider, A, B and C, A or B. Correct answer is A, product manager, product manufacturer. As per section 84 of Consumer Protection Act, product manufacturer shall be liable for the product liability action. In case of warranty is one of the condition in that. There are various other conditions. You can check out the entire section in detail. 84 and 85 both are important sections. Which of the following statement is true about procedure of filing consumer complaint? Shall be in writing, can be filed through an agent as well, can be filed online as well as offline. A and C both, A, B and C. So in this, which of the following statement is true about the procedure of filing consumer complaint? Correct answer is E, all of the above. A complaint should be in writing, reflected, or filed in a regular way or offline. Can be filed online as well. And the complaint can be presented by the complainant in person or by his agent. This is defined under Section 2, Clause 6 of Consumer Protection Act 2019. What is the pecuniary jurisdiction of a state commission? Up to 5 crore, up to 1 crore to 10 crore, up to 10 crore, 1 crore to 5 crore, 10 crore to 20 crore. I told you the jurisdictions you have to do very well. Section 47 covers this. Correct answer is from 1 crore to 10 crore. I would suggest all of you to see the rules as well on the point, because recently the rules that had come in 2021, the jurisdictions have been reduced. So be updated with that as well. Depending upon the question that is asked, you can answer the question as per the options also, whether as per the act or as per the rules. That you have to see by looking at the question and the options. You have to decide that, but be well versed with both. Alternate dispute resolution through mediation has been added to consumer protection law by the act of mediation. As I have told you, it has been added, and but obvious that has been added recently in 2019 only. Entire chapter mediation has been added under the act. Central Protection Council is established under which section of Consumer Protection Act 2019? 22, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Simple this is. If you remember the section, you can answer this, but I would suggest you go through the council, its functions also, the establishment, everything in detail. Central Consumer Protection Council. It is also known as the Central Council. District Commission has power to review the order passed by it within 30 days, within 45 days, A and B. No power to review its order. The District Commission has both. A and B is the correct answer here. Power to review the order passed by it, that too within 30 days. Within 30 days is the correct answer. Section 40 covers this. National Commission shall consist of President and 3 members, President and other members, President plus 4 other members, and maximum as prescribed with the rules, President plus 10 other members, and minimum as prescribed with the rules, not prescribed. So the National Commission consists of President plus 4 other members and maximum as prescribed by the rules covered under Section 54. National Commission, President, not less than 4 and not more than such number of members as may be prescribed. Minimum 4 is also the specification. Appeal against the central authority shall lie before Supreme Court, central government, national commission, respective state commissions where there is a dispute arising, central council. So appeal against the central authority lies before the national commission. Subject to other provisions of this act, national commission shall have jurisdiction to entertain appeals against the orders of the central authority. This is covered. There shall be consumer mediation cell that is attached to each district commission, each state commission, each national commission. A and B, A, B and C all are correct. So the consumer mediation cell is attached to each of the district, state as well as national commission. This is also provided. Direct question that is. Last question from this entire series. Central Council shall have at least how many meetings in a year? 1, 2, 4, 3. No minimum number is prescribed in the act, as many as they like. And there is no minimum limit as well. So the correct answer is A. 1 meeting should be the red list. Section 4 covers this. As and when necessary they can meet, but at least 1 meeting of the council shall be held every year. I hope all of these questions have helped you out in your preparation for the examination. You can check out all the remaining videos if you have missed any. Download the PPTs with you and take a revision, take a look of all the questions. In case of doubts and queries, reach out to us and prepare 50% faster with us at iExamBee. Download our app from the Google Play Store. Check out the full course access available on our app as well. Thank you everybody. Have a great day.